Well, good luck, and hopefully you might see a leopardess, and that is going to make our Thursday morning. Now, we got some clouds building up on that hill there, and this is the very, very famous Olololo escarpment. And many times we have shown you Olololo escarpment from a distance, but today we are very, very close to it because we are very, very near the Mara Triangle, because the tree line we usually show you from the other side of the Mara River, it's not what you can see now. Those trees are not where we are, and behind these lions, that's the short bushes you see there from the orange leaf bottoms, that is where the Mara River is. You just saw the Olololo escarpment, which forms the very important boundary or arm of the Mara Triangle, and of course not forgetting the river. And these lionesses came from the Mara Triangle. Now, the Mara River's water is swelling up, it's building, but I'm sure you know lions can swim, and definitely must have looked for a place to cross to come to this other side where we are. I have no reason, or I do not know why they came to this side. I got a feeling possibly scarcity of resources where they were, could have been pushed out by another pride. Those are my two current theories. And she looks, to me, she doesn't look hungry, she looks in good shape, and possibly she might be thinking of some breakfast, just from the way she's scanning. But to me, she looks in good shape in terms of her belly. Nina lion prides do not coexist in one territory. Lions are very territorial, and once in a while, Nina, we have seen prides of lionesses overlapping, and they'll always overlap for one reason. During the migration, we have enough resources, we have enough wildebeest, enough zebras, enough food for them, and they will overlap without having any issues. At a time like now, Nina, it will be very, very difficult to see lions overlapping or moving to different territory. So my only guess now, this has happened because either, again, as I say, they were pushed out of the territory where they are. I really kind of want to ambush you, but if you go back slowly, you'll see how these lionesses, come again? Yeah, you see how these lionesses are forming like a single file, following one another, coming out from the bushes. And to me, this looks very, very special. So we have 1 out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe a 6th female. At least the times you talk of pathfinders or a senior member of the pride, like in the Marsh pride, at least, you know, we got Kito. Kito is very senior, very experienced, and she made some very important decisions. Now, we just sometimes look at lionesses, or lions, the coalitions, you know, being matriarchal and having the oldest or the one who would call the matriarch in charge of making such important decisions. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 maybe out of the 7 lionesses that I had counted. Ali had 6, a 7th one joined, and I am not very sure, but I can very softly say they are on a mission. Now, we are going to see one lioness here, which got half a tail, and I'm sure Brian, when I get Brian from Eric, is going to catch that particular lioness, and I'm trying to remember her name from the Mara Triangle, because she had this half tail. Not sure the Puma is still watching, and Puma, I'm sure, days back, years back, we used to watch these lionesses from the Mara Triangle when we used to broadcast from that side, and this particular lioness with half tail rings a bell.